Oh, so you didn't get to see Trae Young getting kicked out of the game?
I did get to see that, but in a highlight, or a low light, really.
Yeah.
For Trae Young, at least. But I did get to see the video of him. Pretty much he looked like the little kid that's playing ball with any neighbor kids and then is losing and decides to take the ball and go home.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like.
It's almost literally what he did. So the Hawks were getting blown out by the Magic. They lost by 20-some points. And with about four and change left in the game, he takes exception with one of the missed calls or foul calls or whatever that the officials made. And so he gets a technical foul. Then when they're trying to set up to shoot the technical foul, he kicks the ball away so that the referee can't have it. And so that's an additional technical foul. And that's enough to get kicked out of the game, which it didn't matter at that point. They were down by so much. But he claims he did it in defense of his teammates because he thinks that the referees weren't doing a fair whistle and weren't giving foul calls that the Hawks should have been getting.
Yeah.
Which is comical to me.
That's absolutely ridiculous. You can't give up on your team and show that you're the leader of that team. That's terrible sportsmanship, terrible leadership. You got 4 minutes left in this game. I know it seems unlikely, but at least compete to the end. I mean, he had 28 points in the game. It's not like he was playing bad. But yeah, that's just a terrible attitude to have, especially as a star in the NBA. You shouldn't have that type of attitude. And I felt bad for George Niang, who actually was a part of the Cavaliers and was a part of a trade that the Cavs and the Hawks did this season. So now he's on the Hawks. In that replay of that moment when he kicks the ball away, George Niang's trying to get the ball to give it to the referee. You could just see how disappointed he is with Trae Young. He's just like, dude, what are you doing? You know, just it's like you're a toddler throwing a tantrum.
It was very childish.
Yeah.
And then to come out afterwards and act like you were trying to make some kind of statement, like, no, you were just throwing a temper tantrum because you were losing by 20-some points. And your team is no good. And even if they won this game, they would get swept by the Celtics. So I don't know. Like, I don't know why the Hawks want him around, because I don't think that he's the kind of player you can really win with.
I mean, a lot of people have accused him of, being a ball hog and a little bit of a diva and all of that. And this doesn't help his case.
No.
In that. So I don't know what Atlanta will do. It feels like Atlanta really doesn't know what they want to do anymore. You know, they got rid of some of their key players that felt like they were building to something. So I think they may end up starting from scratch.
Atlanta is the worst thing you can be in the NBA, which is not bad enough to be at the worst and get a number one pick, but also not good enough to actually be competitive in any playoff series.
Which is crazy because it's like a couple years ago, they were in the conference finals. It's like they had the right recipe, it seemed, but then it all just fell apart.
Yeah, the recipe was letting Trae Young go off, but that doesn't always work. Especially when him going off, in this case, means throwing a temper tantrum. It's my epic on Radio U.
While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.